Okay, hello everybody. This is the badminton activity journal. So in a very similar layout to what we looked at the other day with the badminton research assignment. Again, you get that first box where there's some instructions. It's really important that you read those instructions. I don't just write them there for the sake of it. They are to help guide you to make sure that you get that higher band. So again, name and SACE number, as we spoke about in class the other day. This is a reflective piece of work, and that keyword is obviously in bold and italics. So it is a reflective piece of work. We are looking at talking about and describing our learning, what happened in the previous lesson, and then sort of what's going to happen moving on from there. And it's really important that you do these journals probably on the same day. Worst case scenario, the day after the lesson. The longer you leave it, the quality of your journal entry is going to be less. I am asking for photos. We will be putting more of those in S Drive, but obviously we've spoken about your mobile phone use. So 1 to 2 journals. SACE love to see that visual of you actually doing something in those practicals, because it's more evidence of what you're actually doing. Now remember that also point number 4, this is about quality and not quantity. So I don't want 300-400 words for every journal entry. It's just a snapshot of what you've been doing. That's the best word I can use, a snapshot. And obviously number 5, to achieve a quality journal, it's really important you answer those guiding questions. Now we're going to use that term a lot in the course, guiding questions. That's my way of scaffolding your answers and helping you put what you want to put down on the page. Okay, now you can leave those in the boxes I'm going to show you in a second, or you can delete them once you know what you're doing. Performance standards, there's 3, so it's not a massive piece of work, but it's fairly significant, and there's 3, and it's all from that one particular performance standard. And there will be a capability addressed here in this particular task. So for this task, we are reflecting on learning and personal development. All right, so learning in the sense of what have you done, what have you learned during the lessons. Personal development, that is strongly linked to learning, obviously, but also we're going to use character strengths there, because you can talk about what you've actually done with your character strengths within that particular lesson that's related to that personal development. So you'll see that I've given you a layout here with text boxes. Now you can use these text boxes, you can make them a little bit bigger and a little bit smaller, and there's the lesson number. Okay, and there are 4 guiding questions. What was the focus of today's lesson? Give 1 or 2 examples of personal learning that took place in this lesson. Identify a character strength that you went to. So the term there that you went to, so what did you dip into during the lesson in relation to one of those 24 character strengths, and how did it obviously help you? And we also want to always set a learning goal for the next lesson. So this document is fluid. It links into the following lesson. And you'll see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. So there are 6 boxes and there are 6 lessons. So the expectation is that you will do an entry for every lesson that we do of badminton. If you're absent or if you miss one, probably not a big deal. But we want to keep that. We want to keep the number of entries fairly close to 6 if we can, because we do have those 3 performance standards that we're going to get assessed on. All right, and then as per usual, you've got your 3 performance standards just there. So that's what the activity journal looks like. You are going to be using several of these over the course, and in the next video I'm going to work through with you how to write a good journal entry, and the following video will be how to actually use photos effectively in your journals, but also just generally in your work.